Could go into administration this weekend unless it can plug a £200 million funding gap. Britain's oldest package holiday firm is in talks with stakeholders after its banks demanded it come up with contingency financing. Let's get more on this with our economics correspondent Darshini David. Darshini, this contingency fund is for the firm to draw on during the winter months. I suppose the issue is if lots of people who might be booking holidays are concerned about its future, they might not book with them, and so this becomes self-perpetuating. I mean, what are the chances of it surviving the weekend?
It really is one of those conundrums, isn't it? You know, the more people get concerned about the future of Thomas Cook, the fewer are going to want to actually book, and this is a time when some of us are starting to think about where we might go next spring, next summer. But Thomas Cook's problems stem back quite a long way, actually. They've got a huge pile of debt, they've got lots of competition, in particular from online travel agents nowadays, and they've had a series of profit warnings, which has blamed everything from the heat wave last summer to political problems in Turkey. And it was negotiating a rescue deal with Fosun, hardly a household name. That's a Chinese tourism operator, which has a major stake in, for example, Club Med and also the Wolverhampton Wanderers. That rescue deal, the talks were going ahead, a vote was due next Friday, and then some of the lenders came out and said, actually, we think you need an extra £200 million in contingency funds, as you say, just in case things are looking a little bit slack during the winter months, just to tide you through that. Now, this, of course, has taken the company by surprise. It's a lot of money, given its size and, of course, its fortunes as well. So what we do know is that they're scrabbling around, talking to all the stakeholders, trying to raise the money. They're telling us they think there's a reasonable chance of success. That's what sources at the companies are telling us. But on the other hand, they do admit that the next 24 hours or so are going to be pretty crucial. What does this mean if you've got a booking with Thomas Cook? If you are one of the 150,000 plus people we know are already on holiday from the UK with Thomas Cook? Well, the good news is if you've got a package holiday, you are covered by the ATOL scheme, which actually pays out in the event of a tour operator collapsing, and there will be plans to bring you back home if for any reason at all you are stranded. We've got to emphasise, of course, we are not there yet, but this is pretty nail-biting times for Thomas Cook.
OK, so you've touched there, Darshini, on what to do if you're a holiday maker and the firm does go bust. As you say, we are not there yet. It is actively trying to avoid that situation. I think we should also mention, of course, the potential impact on employment. It employs 9,000 people here in the UK, thousands more abroad.
Yes, 22,000 in total around the world, and it's an incredibly tense time for them. And they've had their hopes pinned, as I say, on this rescue deal. It was worth £900 million, and it was one of those deals which, it's not an easy company. If you look at what the share price is doing this morning, clearly there are lots of concerns about whether or not Thomas Cook can survive. I mean, it's been looking at all sorts of ways of raising funds, for example, selling off bits and pieces, but that, on the other hand, makes it less attractive for a future rescue deal. So that's one of the options that may not be open. But in the meantime, as you say, it's pretty uncertain times, not just for holiday makers, but also for those who are employed. And as you were saying earlier as well, it could be self-perpetuating, because if you're looking at what's going on and thinking, I might be thinking of booking a break with Thomas Cook, you might not be so confident right now. But we should know more as the hours progress. The company has told us it will keep us updated.
OK, Darshini, thank you very much. Darshini David.